Street. What happened here?
Yeah, so 2:19 this morning, roughly, calls started coming into the call center for this house behind me that was on fire. When the crews got on scene, they initially found a home that was heavily involved with fire. They're seeing almost 100% involvement, but we're going to call it about 90. The fire had been sort of unabated for a really, really long time. The crews were met by an occupant of the home that said that there was people inside and trapped. So crews naturally sort of went into fire rescue mode to see what they could do to mitigate and rescue.
And we did have 2 people pass away in fire?
Yes, it was an elderly woman and a 10-year-old boy that did not survive the fire.
Talk with us. Do we have any idea quite yet where this fire started?
Yeah, so it's really, really hard to tell. I mean, you could tell from the house behind me that the entire home was pretty much burned. There's no spot that's more burned than the other. I just did a walk around of the house, and it seems to be pretty involved on all sides of the house, unfortunately.
Neighbors reported hearing like a pop, 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 but they thought could have been fireworks.
Yeah.
That's what woke them up early, and then they said it was just sudden. They saw flames hitting the trees. Does that lead you guys to think any possibility of what could have started this? Or I guess talk with us, is it just too soon to tell anything?
Yeah, it is too soon to tell anything. We'll let the state fire marshal's office do their investigation. However, people put all sorts of things in their homes, and they store all sorts of stuff. People who store extra stuff in their home, they make these high content homes. You never really know what we're going to encounter inside these fires. This was an example of that. It's dangerous for homeowners, it's dangerous for fire rescue crews, because it really does add to the fire load of the event, which increases fire spread dramatically.
What kind of, I guess, hazards or fire starters would cause a home to go up within 3 to 5, to be fully, just gone?
Yeah, again, so the fire load inside the home really, really contributes to how fast and how well developed the fire gets. Also, the construction of the home. So put all those two things together, the size of the house, and it can really sort of give the fire an opportunity to expand rapidly. It does appear that this house did have a lot of internal belongings. And again, that's definitely going to allow the fire to get to farther reaches of the home sooner than normally would. And again, in the middle of the night, we don't necessarily know when the fire started, how long it was sort of unchecked for, until it was too late.
Did you guys get other calls from neighbors, or it was just that woman who happened to come home, who lived here and saw her home on fire?
Several different calls came in. I think as people were sort of waking up in the neighborhood and seeing what was going on, then all the calls started to originate in the call center. So the originator, I'm not really sure who that was, but they're definitely, everybody got together and seemed to get on the phone pretty soon of one another, and allowed our units to get here relatively quick, by the way. 3 minutes from dispatch time, our first arriving units were able to get on scene.
And you guys were on scene for about how long?
I believe 4 hours in total.
And just talk about, the heartbreak of a family losing multiple loved ones.
Yeah, so there's several sides to this, obviously. We always are very compassionate and kind of feeling the emotions of what happens with our community and our neighbors and those are affected by tragedy, which is why we activated our peer support team, our mental health and wellness counselor, and our chaplain team as well. So not just for the responders, but also for anybody who might be affected by this, this tragic event.
And early details, you guys are told this one person that reported the fire was taking another family member to the airport?
Yeah, so that's sort of the story that we're getting right now. And again, it's really hard to tell the exact specifics because the one historian that we have is in the hospital right now, so the facts are a little touch and go. But it was reported that she had left the home to bring another family member to an airport, and when she got back, she noticed that there was some sort of event, fire, smoke coming from the house.
And family member is mother of 10-year-old child?
I believe so.
What is next going forward?
Yeah, so the investigation is a big thing. Keeping all the resources available for our team and for the family should they need them. We're working with, again, our peer support team, Palm Bay Police Department, their mental health and wellness coordinator as well. So and in conjunction with the state fire marshal's office, just trying to get everybody on the same page so we can share data, we can collaborate, we can make sure that we're commiserating together, good and or bad, just to see if we can get some sort of end or finality to this horrible event.
Megan, did you want to go? I'm sure you covered most of them. Hi.
Good morning.
My only question, I guess, is, you guys were on scene for 4 hours. The damage here looks horrible.
Yeah.
Is it not typical to be on a scene for 4 hours? Were there a lot of hot spots? What were kind of the different things you had to navigate there?
Yeah, I mean, it's a larger home, for one. It's kind of set back a little bit on a larger lot. So we're always concerned with exposures. 2 vehicles in the front yard as well. They're pretty burned on the front. I mean, just gives you an idea of how hot that fire was. And obviously when we're dealing with death and loss, we want to make sure that we're on scene as long as we can to just make sure that we're tidying things up. We're going the extra mile just to, make sure everything is done professionally.
Was there anything suspicious about this fire?
As of right now, no. We don't have anything that says that it is suspicious. Either way, it's tragic. We do hope that it was accidental, but right now we really don't have a lot to go on.
So should we not say we think it was an accidental fire? Like, we really have no idea what started this?
Yeah, we really have no idea. The state fire marshal's office, they're really, really good at what they do. When we call them here, we just sort of let them take over that aspect of it. With the fire being so involved when we got here, it's really hard for us to piece anything together based on our observations. But they can dig a little deeper, they can reach a little farther, and, they're really, really good at what they do, so we just typically let them do that.
Awesome, John. Thank you.